In the last video or in the last class, we have done the project up to this level. So in this particular status, up to this status, we just displayed the products by using signals and for control flow and some JSON object. Through that, we got the products and we displayed it. Even we used signals for counter, increment, and decrement. But today we will be focusing on the e-commerce application for a complete level. So before the class, I just created this the project. So in this project, what I have done is I've created buttons to each particular product. When we click on any particular product button, that button should be changed to go to cart also. So this is also very important. And once we click on go to cart, it should go to the cart. And in the cart, we have to display all the products. And when we increase the count, it should be incremented. And when we decrease the count, it should be decremented. The total of each product should be calculated, as well as the total for the whole cart should be also calculated. And when we click on add to cart, that count should be displayed in the cart over here. So here cart of 2, that means if I add one more thing, it will be added to cart of 3. Okay. Here it is cart of 4. So this count, how many number of products are in the cart are getting displayed here. So this is how I have made, this is what we are going to achieve from this stage. From this stage to, we have to reach to up to this level. So let us jump into the code and let us start. So fundamentally, the basic part we have to do is we should have a button below the product. So I will be going into products component, and after the name of the product, I would like to print the button. So here button button add to cart. So this is the button I am going to have. For a better styling, use the CSS classes, that is button success, so that will become a button. Okay. Wait. Okay. Here we go. So this way, all the buttons are there, but now we have to add this product. When we click on the add to cart, we have to maintain a cart that is nothing but an array. In that array, all these products which are added into the cart should be maintained. So for that, I would like to use signals for maintaining the cart, and for updating the cart or adding to the cart, data structure is an array, but along with that, I would like to use one more thing called services. So we have to write this code to maintain the cart details, or to maintain the logic behind the cart and all. We will maintain a separate file called service file. So here, to create the service file, I'm going to use, nggs product. So for all the product related logic and the data structure, we will be maintaining in the product service file. And of course, here also I can skip the tests, so that it will create a file called product.service.ts. So this is created automatically. And here I need to maintain that state of the cart. Okay. So how many products are there in the cart will be maintained in the product service. So here we go. So what do we do here is, I will be maintaining cart items is equal to signal off. So here it is better to mention as it data type as any with an empty array. So by default, signals are not available here. So we have to import the signal from core. So I am maintaining all the cart items in an signal so that whenever this is updated, the complete application will be notified with the latest cart items object. Okay, this is one part. So here, all the cart items we are maintaining it in a separate signal. And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a method that is called as add to cart method. So this method should get the cart item, and this cart item should be the new item should be inserted into the cart. So okay, items. So how to insert into that cart? Because now cart items is an array. So to update that array, we use this dot cart items dot update function. In that function, we will get the current items. So here CV or C items, current items, whatever there. Right now, this is empty. I do accept it. But once we add it, C item, okay, C items will get all the items. So what do I do is this dot C items dot push of item. So I will push the new item. So when I click on the add to cart, that button will call this particular add to cart function along with the item. So that item will be pushed into the cart items signal. And then I will return this dot cart item. So whatever we return, so we push the new item and then we return the cart item. So that, oh, wait. We have to wait. Sorry. I'll tell you. C items will have the current cart. So first of all, we have to push into C items. Okay. So C items will be pushed. Okay. C items. Okay. Capital I. Then we have to return this C items value. So that array. So that this newly added or newly updated array will be updating into the cart items. This is a procedure what we have to follow. I will explain you this with to-do list and more examples in the course of time. Right now, this entire code is working for adding the product into the cart. Okay. So now this is one point. The second point is how to access these items. Okay. I'll show you this. Or else, okay, this is okay, fine. But yeah, let us see this. In the app.component.html, I would like to create another link for cart. So here, when we click on this link, we should get into the cart. Right now, I don't have that component or route to be displayed. Just I mentioned the link. So here beside this, I would like to display the number of items in the cart items value. So these entire things are available in the product service. So what we need to do is we have to perform something called dependency injection, because this app.component.html need, yeah. Okay, Chaitanya. See you on Monday. Okay. Look it carefully. So this particular cart is available in app component, isn't it? In the app component, we have this link. So beside that link, that means this is the UI of app component. Here I want that cart items. So what I am going to do here, it's very simple. In the app component, I will inject that cart product service. So for that, I have two options. One is constructor mechanism. Here I will use protected PS colon, or else use public for now. I will explain you later. Public PS and product service. Okay. So here product service got injected so that now I can use the product service in our component. This is one way of injection. Another way of injection is by using inject method. That is public PS is equal to inject method. This inject method can also be used product service. So now the PS will get that complete service related things. That means cart items, the methods, all these things can be used. Okay, depends on your interest, use it. Right now I'm going with constructor based mechanism because this is what in your code you will see. Okay. Now what I will do is I can use the product service through PS variable. So here I will call that PS dot cart items. So in the product service, I have a signal called cart items. So that cart items, I am calling it here, that signal, and then I will be using the length property so that you can see now the cart items are 0. When I click on add to cart, here the cart item should be incremented. But why it is not happening? Because we have defined the service for add to cart, but we have not called. This button is not calling anything. So this button has to call the product service. That means add to cart function of the product service. So again, even in the product component also, I have to inject it. This time I will use the inject method. Both are same, but just for it. Public PS is equal to inject of product service. So now I can make use of that product service like this. On click, I will call PS dot add to cart. And what I am supposed to add? The respective product. That means on which product the button is. So that will be passed like this. So here I have run the ng for right. This product should be passed over here. So now you see the tamasha. When I click on the men's cotton jacket, you can see the cart with added with 1. When we click on John Hardley women's, the cart item is 2 now, right? Excellent. Now, yes, we can directly jump into the cart and we can print it. So let us do that. Here I have the cart counter component, product component, but I don't have the cart component. So here ngg c cart -- skip tests. So the cart component is ready. And of course, I have to configure the routes. So when the path is cart, I have to load the cart component. Okay, relax. So now, even I will go back and I will check the route is /cart. So now when I click on cart, it is showing cart works. So my cart component is getting loaded. Here I need to display the data. Whatever there in the cart component, I have to display the data. You will get a problem also. Only I will resolve the I will tell you the answer only after showing the problem. Okay, fine. I need to display not cart works. I need to display these all, what do you say, cart items, right? How to display the cart items? Cart items are there in the product service. To get the cart items in the cart component, I have to again inject public PS is equal to inject of product service. So once I have injected it, I can make use of that particular service. No, beta, we are developing the application. We are developing the application as a demo. Okay. So you can refer that application and you can understand for the future purpose. Already day one is already a demo. Okay. So just అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్ ఆల్. మీరు దీన్ని డెమో అనుకోకండి, మనకి ప్రాజెక్టులు చేయడం ఇంపార్టెంట్. డెమోలు ఏముంది, నన్ను చూడలేదా మీరు, నా మాట తెలియదా మీకు? ఓకే, జస్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎన్ని ప్రాజెక్టులు అయితే అన్ని ప్రాజెక్టులు చేసి పెడతాను మీకు. ఓకే, సో హియర్ what I am doing, yeah, I have to display all the products in the cart. So for that, I'll use at the rate for, okay, product of cart items. So this cart items will be getting from ps dot cart items of. So this will give you an array that will be iterated, and don't forget to use track dollar index. We'll tell you what is the purpose of dollar index also. Here I will use li. For now I will use li, later I will create the table. In the li I will display each title, prod dot title. So here li as, okay, what happened? Here I have 3 closed tags. Okay, so one product, and I added it. I had added 3 products into the cart, and now the UI is also showing cart is having 3 products. But when I click on the cart, all of a sudden it is becoming 0. Can anybody tell me the reason for it? Okay, I know, because sir, that is what the problem is. We don't know. That is why we are attending the class. Okay, that's fine. But my intention is you have to think what could be the reason, what that that kind of thinking should be there. So you have to guess at least 2 or 3 kind of things. Okay, yeah, I will tell you the reason. Don't worry. This is what I have to do, right? I will tell you the reason. You will understand what's the beauty of it. Guys, try to see here, 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 here. There is a reload this page button, right? When I click on products, it is getting reloading. It is reloading. It is reloading. When I click on cart, again it is reloading. So the complete application is re-rendered again. Complete application. So the cart items, all things are going back to 0. So this reloading should be stopped. So that is why we are using routing. But you must be surprised, already we have configured the routing, right? What's the problem? Yeah, the problem is these anchor tags are still using href. So the default nature of the anchor tag with href is reloading the page. So how to avoid the reloading? That is the challenge now. How to avoid the reloading? So to avoid the reloading, first of all, we have to use a directive called router link. So this router link will be binded like this. Yeah. And let me use the same thing over here also. Hmm. So now I will show you the difference first of all. But if I save it, already my application is throwing an error. That please have the courage to see all the errors, because errors will teach you, errors will make you to remember. So it is saying cannot bind router link since it is not a known property of A. So what I will do here, I will go to the router link. I will import the router link here. So this router link directive is now, oh, where I have imported? I have imported in the wrong place. That is in the cart. Don't import it here. Import, because I'm using this in the app component. So import that in the app component. Here, update it. In the counter component, please remove it. These will throw errors. So now my error gone away. Can you see, carefully observe here? When I click on products, this page is not reloading. When I click on counter, this page is not reloading. Got it? But when I click on, okay, let me add something to the cart. When I click on the counter cart, when I click on the cart, the page is getting reloaded. That means application is getting reloaded. So this has to be solved. So how can I solve this? Keep the same thing here as well. Use the router link for that. And now you will get that entire thing. Add to cart. I have 3 products in the cart. When I click on the cart, yes, we got it. So now the cart is properly displaying what are the products we have in the cart. This is one point. There is a problem here. What problem? Already this men's casual premium is already there in the cart. So it is coming 2 times. So if you want more number of products like that, you just need to increment it like this. You should not do something there, right? So for that, what is the solution? So if it is already in the cart, I should not display that display add to cart button. I have to display the go to cart button. So how is it possible? So is it possible to know whether the product is in the cart or not? Yes, we can. And by using if else and all, we can do it very nicely. I just want to write the logic. I will try to explain it. This is what you have to show. Okay. Even when some company asks you to do a project and submit it, you guys are supposed to do it completely. First of all, finish everything they asked, and along with that, try to at least add one point, one extra feature, so that they will get impressed. So don't forget it. So here, so what I'm supposed to do is I have to write a function like is item in cart function. So we will receive the item and we will return either true or false. So here, what I will do is I have to find out that item is available in the cart item or not. So for that, I will take this dot cart items of dot find method. So this find method will help me to return if the product is not there, then it will return false. If it is there, it will return an object. That object is considered as true. So here this find will take each cart item and checks if cart item dot id is equal to item dot id. If it is there, return true. Else, don't return. Okay, you need not to return also, because if you don't return, it will be considered as what? It will be considered as undefined. So it will return that is considered as false. So finally, after searching all the items, if it find, then it is well and good. Otherwise, it's okay. Go for any. Ayo. Okay. Not all code paths return a value. ठीक है buddy. Use else for return false. So here I will return the result from the find. Maybe it is looking little tricky, but after our classes, it won't be a problem. We'll practice like that. So this items in cart will return whether that particular item is in the cart or not. So here I will go to the products component. In the products component, I will create another button for go to cart. So this button will be with styling warning. And in fact, it is not a button, to be safe, frankly. I will use it for some other purpose. First of all, let us not worry about it. Come to this. I want to display if the product is not in the cart. If the product is in the cart, I want to display go to cart button. If the product is not there in the cart, I want to display add to cart button. So for that, I have to use @if. If ps dot ps means product service. Do we have product service here? Yes. ps dot what is the name of that? Is item in cart. So here is item in cart of the product. I will pass the product. If it returns false, I have to display the add to cart button. If it returns true, then I have to display go to cart button. Else, I will display add to cart button. So now let us see this. When I click on add to cart button, automatically this button is converted into that go to cart button. So this kind of small logics and techniques we will be discussing thoroughly in the complete course, so that you never get a fear of failure. So this is what I want to give you, this kind of smart applications. Maybe you feel it or not, but I don't know. So that is what we call it as problem solving. All these things will come there. So now I don't want to go to cart button as a working button. I want to display it as a link, so that I will directly go to the cart. So for that, I want router link is equal to /cart. Okay, but unfortunately, this products.component.html doesn't have the router link, right? So we have to import that router link. Router link is imported, and boom, we don't have the error now. So I am directly able to go to the cart. So far we have done very good job. Now we have to display all the products in the table. This is what I want to achieve, right? This is what we want to achieve. We have done so far very clearly. But here, how to display this kind of table for all my products? So simple. There is no much problem. Very simple. In the cart component, I know we have products. So here I don't want to display that as list item. I want to display as table. In the table, I will go to T body. In the T body, I want to display a separate row for each cart item. So here, instead of list item, I will be displaying a row and product title will be displayed in the TD. So here prod dot title. So now if you see in our application, these are all coming in displayed as a table cells. They are not displayed as uh, list items. So let us apply some styling class table striped so that whatever the cart items are there, they will be displaying the striped lines and apply some padding to the division by class P5. So it is a maximum padding what we can get. Okay, whatever the products are there, they are displayed here. And next, I have to display the price. So prod dot price. Now I have to display the number of products because here after price, what do we have here? The quantity. By default, it is only one, but now I have to increment the quantity. So is it really possible to increment the quantity? Yes, it is. How to increment the quantity? See here. While I am inserting the item into the cart through service, what I want to do is I want to add one more item, one more property that is called as C items dot count is equal to 1. One minute. Okay, this is also fine. It is not a problem. But when I am adding item dot count, I can make use of item dot count. So item will be pushed into cart items. That means new property will also be added over here. Now, product object doesn't have the count property. The count property will come only in the cart items array. So fine, that count will be used in the table. So when we click on the plus, here, we have to add or we have to increment the count of, we have to increment that item count. Okay. So that is how we have to work on. So anyways, first of all, we have added the count also. Then increment item count. So we will get the item. Out of all the cart items, I have to select the item and only that item should be modified. So anyways, I have to change the signal state. So first of all, I have to do this way. This dot cart items dot, okay, cart items call dot, no, cart items dot update. In this, we will have the current value. That means right now, whatever there in the cart items, we will get that. For this, we have to change this entire part. So that means this logic is little tricky, guys. So I will explain later in the course of time, but right now I will write the logic and please study that logic, how it happened. And while if somebody is watching this all video in the YouTube, please comment so that I'll understand for up to what you have gone through. So here I will be using CV is again an array. So I will use map. So I will get individual cart item and I will take the cart item if cart item dot ID is equal to the item what I have clicked on, item dot ID, only then cart item dot count plus plus. So this is, let me apply any for now, but in the course, I insist you to do this. So this will actually create a new array. That new array I will be returned from here. So this is little tricky logic, I know, but this will actually increment the count of that particular product. So let us see how this is going to happen. Here I will add the product and I need to display the second part is product dot count. So now we are able to display the count. But both the sides we need buttons, right? So for the buttons, I am using Bootstrap. I think I have installed Bootstrap icons are also here. Yes, I have icons. So here I will use, I strongly believe class is equal to bi plus circle. Oh, wow, very good, very good. I got it. And I am poor in that dash circle. Yes. So I got the plus and minus buttons. So when I click on it, array, when I click on it, I will call ps dot increment. Okay, this is okay. Right now we don't have anything for minus. First of all, I will do it for plus. Ps dot. What is the new function I have written here? Increment count. So that is what I have to use here. Ps dot increment count of product. So now when I click on this, wow, okay, nothing is happening. Okay, no problem. What is the reason? Ps dot increment count. Do we have any error? We have to check out. Oh, we have error. Oh. चलो ठीक है. We'll see the error. Cannot read properties of undefined. Acha. Okay, fine. So this call goes to product service. This is one point. And here, let me display the item. Are we getting the item or not? This debugging is important, guys. When I click on yes, we get the ID. No question of it. Okay, and are we losing the number? ID. And then this CV will have if okay. It is not returning anything. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, I have modified it, but I have to return that C item. I have to return that item. Okay. Yeah. Yes. It will happen now. So when I click on plus, can you see this? The plus is incrementing the count. Got it? Yes. So finally, we got the count and we need to implement the decrement button also. So before that, let me write the logic for decrementing the item count. And here I have to decrement the number of items. And after that, here, where is the counter cart component.html. Okay. Here, when I click on the minus button, I will call decrement count. So it will give you excellent information. That is, here we can incrementing it, here we can decrement. So finally, what else we need? Quantity is ready. The total we had to print. So for total, I will just use another TD. Here, total is very simple. Product count into product price. So here, product count into product dot price. Okay. Right. So we got all these things done. Okay, guys. So use a reduce method to display all the other things also. So my only request is please implement till this time. And if you got any issue, let me know. I will post the next video also. And this is what actually I want to give you as a demo or project or anything. Hope you like it. And we are starting the classes from Monday. Kalyani ma'am or my team will call you and give your feedback as well as your requirement to that. If you want to speak anything, I am open to you for discussion. Yeah, Sriram.
సార్ మామూలుగా టెక్నికల్గా ఆ డిపెండెన్సీ ఇంజెక్షన్ గురించి లైక్ ఒక లేమన్ టర్మ్స్లో చెప్పగలుగుతారా?
Dependency injection is the making of availability of the class and its logic into the component through constructor. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ప్రోడక్ట్ సర్వీస్ ఉంది కదా, ప్రోడక్ట్ సర్వీస్ లో ఉన్న లాజిక్ కానీ డేటాని కానీ మనము మన ప్రోడక్ట్ కాంపోనెంట్ లోకి తెచ్చుకునే ప్రాసెస్ ని డిపెండెన్సీ ఇంజెక్షన్ అంటారు. దాన్ని రెండు రకాలుగా చేయొచ్చు. ఒకటి కన్స్ట్రక్టర్ మెకానిజం అండ్ అనదర్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఇంజెక్ట్ మెథడ్. ఓకే,
లైక్ if we are creating a product service object, we are able to access all the methods and everything in that.
Yes,
so
yes.
Suppose if you want to access another service class methods and variables from this product service, you are making dependency injection. That's it,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Monday నుంచి మనం చంపేద్దాం వీటన్నిటిని. Okay. Okay, guys. See you on Monday. Bye.